I just got some expensive sculpting tools in the mail. Unfortunately, these types of tools break very easy, so today I'm going to show you a very simple method to making them last a lot longer, and it's very easy. These tools are fairly expensive, the way I see it. You have to special order them unless you know of a store or a local art shop that might carry a tool like this. But these tools with the wire ends, these are really nice. So you don't want these to wear out so quick. It's really a shame that these expensive tools wear out so fast. Because the stuff you find in Hobby Lobby, it's just not going to be as good a quality. So today I'm going to show you how. We're going to make them last a lot longer, and it's really easy. All you need is some 2-part epoxy. And I usually find some that works on wood and metal and that sort of thing, because that's pretty much all that we have here is wood and metal, or some composite stuff. But I think this is actually real wood. It should be. It's a pretty expensive tool. So all you need to do is take out your epoxy. There'll be a link in the description below too, also to the tool and to the epoxy. The epoxy is really cheap. It's like $5, I think. So first, all you do is pop this out. Here in a minute, I'll show you why you need to save this little plastic piece. Turn it upside down and make sure you have a surface here. Bust that off. See how I had some come out? I have to be really careful, okay? Got some on my finger there. Usually comes with these little sticks, okay? There we go. We gotta make sure we have an even amount. You just need a little bit. Okay. I think this piece that we busted out the center actually covers it when we're done. So now that you see why we saved this little plastic piece, notice there's a little notch. That notch will fit right over on one side of the glue so that you don't mix your epoxy parts together. Okay, so we'll have to mix this together. Sets up in only 5 minutes, and then all we do is we're going to take it just gently. Be careful not to get any of this epoxy on any more of this metal wire, especially towards the end of it right here, because if it dries, it will ruin your tool. You can just work it so it's nice and uniform. You don't want any sharp bumps on the epoxy. So flip that around. This side you don't need much, you just need a little bit. So be sure you do both sides and allow at least 24 hours for that epoxy to completely dry. 2 days is even better if you have that time. Once it dries, it'll hold that metal wire in there a lot better, because when you're raking on the clay, you get going really hard and it comes out really easy. I even put a little bit of epoxy around these seams at the bottom of this metal cap, because those caps will also bust off if you're using the tool too aggressively. Just smooth it out and you won't even notice it once it dries. So I'll put some links in the description to the epoxy. I'm just using the Gorilla Glue brand epoxy. It seems to be working out pretty well. I'll put a link to where you can find these fancy clay rakes too also. Make sure you close that up at the end. And that's about it. Let that dry. Give it enough time to let it harden completely and cure. And your tool will last a lot longer than it would otherwise. That's it for today though. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed this video. I'll be putting out a video once a week, at least that's what I'm shooting for this year. Also, check out my website if you want to see the whole sculpting process. There's a link to that below. Thanks again for watching. I will see you all next Thursday.